Hey everybody, Vic here. And I was just about to do a Craigslist training to send out to my list, and I'm putting together a PowerPoint for it. I said, you know what? I should do a training on how I create the PowerPoints because I think I could save you a ton of time and effort on doing it because there's a way to create these powerful PowerPoint presentations in a very fast and streamlined way. You could just knock these out in no time flat. Now, I'm working on a PC here. I do know that the Apple Mac also has Microsoft products, and I believe that Google has open source most of the Microsoft type products as far as like a Word product and Excel. They may have PowerPoint too. I haven't checked that, and I'm sure that they all behave the same way. Okay, some of the features might be different. But here we are. We're working in Microsoft Office PowerPoint, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first click to add my title, and let me kind of type it in there. And I've already got it saved as far as Craigslist.com lead generation training. First thing I want to do is fix up the font here. And you know what? I think I want to make it let's go with the standard blue. And let's go to, I think that looks kind of bigger than what I need. Let's go to 28 font. Now check this out. What we're going to do is we want to drop down to box and squeeze the text as much as we could, but not enough that it falls off the text box. And we're going to want to bring this down also. And again, leave no additional space in there. Okay. So now I've got my lead. I got my title. And check this out. I know Word does the same thing, and that's a Microsoft product, and this PowerPoint too. If you see when you got a text box, you can actually do it with pictures and photographs too. You can actually change the orientation of the picture or the text box without distorting the text or the picture. I use this all the time. It's fantastic. And now what we're going to do is just going to kind of move it down, and this is what I want to do. I want to flank both sides of the page with this, and just to kind of give it kind of a cool look. So I'm going to highlight this. We're going to drop down to like a 26 font or something. Let's see how 26. Okay, so 26 looks good. And what we're going to do now is we're going to again just squeeze the box. All right, so we got that set up. Now I got this perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I got the first box set up, and again, why reinvent the wheel? We're just going to copy, okay, and then we're going to paste, bam, like that, and we're going to take this guy, move it over to the other side, but let's give it a nice look. We're going to flip it over the other way, bam. How's that look? Awesome or what? Now also PowerPoint also kind of look at that dashed line above and below. It's kind of showing me. It's kind of giving me a visual to see that I'm lined up with the guy on the other side. And I kind of like that's kind of nice. And I want to put that as close to the edge as possible and do the same with this guy. Kind of get it uniform. And now if you look, it's actually showing me, if you look down below at the bottom of the page, it's got the arrows left and right. It's kind of showing me that I'm lined up with the text box, okay, in the middle. That's where I'm going to put my content. So I'm all lined up nice. It's very important for professional look. I'm going to take this guy, bring it to the top because I've got a lot of verbiage to write, okay, and that kind of showed me it was lined up. And bring this guy down, and now I see again those dashed lines are coming into play. I'm all lined up. Okay, now so we've got our first page set up. So I actually like to start a presentation not with a blank um, content page, but I like to put in my first bullet item. So what we're going to do is we're going to say post, if I could spell here, post in your local city. I don't know why I capitalized that, but I did. Now, I kind of want to bulletize this, so let's go ahead and I can either pick numbers, but I'm not going to do numbers. I'm going to pick bullets. That's this guy here. And I don't want to, I want to get all this stuff in left alignment as opposed to center alignment. Now, this is my first page, my first post of my training, okay? Now that I got this set up, this is my base item. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the left side. This is showing me all my slides as they're being duplicated. Now check this out. This is an awesome feature. I'm going to right click on this and duplicate slide. So now this slide is red highlighted. which means that when I go on this side here, I'm actually editing the second slide. If I click here, I'd be editing the first slide, but I'm clicking here, I'm going to edit the second slide. Now, if I click anywhere on the page here, it's not doing me any good. So what you want to do is you want to go to the end of your text, okay? And that's where it opens up the editable box. Hit enter. Here's my next bullet, okay? Verify your Craigslist.com account with your personal phone number, if I could type here. All right, so there we are there. That's the second slide. Now, again, right click here, duplicate slide, bam, okay? We are editing the third slide because it's highlighted. I'm going to click just at the end of the last text, hit enter, and let's go with the next bullet. Post. Obviously, you have to know what you wanted, and you can't see on my screen here, but I got a text box, a notepad open up with some of the notes that I was making and how I was going to do the presentation. And I decided to do it through PowerPoint. I decided to teach this over a video. So post one ad, then focus on following up with all those generated leads. Next one, okay? So I click. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do one more slide. I'm going to show you the beauty of doing this. And what we're going to do here is we're going to say these folks are looking for jobs. Bam. Have a good free upfront offer. You're going to want a good free upfront offer in order for them to go ahead and want to opt in to your page here. Okay, so now I've got more, and if you kind of just subscribe to my page here, you'll see when the training comes out, and you'll be able to go ahead and get that training. I think it's valuable training because if you do an Alexa ranking on Craigslist, you'll see that it's one of the top. I think it's in the double digits as far as Alexa ratings, which, you know, I mean, Google's number one, YouTube's number two, Facebook's number three, and actually YouTube and Facebook usually fight it out for 2 and 3 spot. And Alexa's right up there in like the single or double digits. So, I mean, Craigslist is right up in the single double digits as far as most visited sites. So you're going to want to go ahead and do any type of your advertising on Craigslist, but there is a way to do it. Okay, so here we are. So now watch this. What we're going to do is we're going to do a slide presentation. That's what this button does, okay? And the slide presentation is bam. Now, because of the way I'm full screen, okay? By doing a slide presentation, you're going to full screen. You're not seeing the C at the bottom left of the screen of the Craigslist training, but I see it. And you're not seeing over the right-hand side the Craigslist.com lead generation training, which is, you know, upside down to the left side. But I'm seeing it. Now, what you do here is every time, if I hit the space bar, I can either click on it or hit the space bar. When you hit the space bar, so as you're doing your training, say, hey, folks, this is Craigslist training. What you want to do, blah, blah, hit post in your local city. Hit the space bar. Bam. Verify your Craigslist. Now, there goes the next slide, because remember, I duplicated it. So if you're looking at this, you see that where it shows post in your local city. Now, if I hand created each slide and retyped everything, the next time I hit enter, this post in your local city might show up down here. Then on the third slide, if I'm doing it manually, that post in your local city might show up down here, and so on. But because we duplicated the previous slide, every time you hit the space bar, it's got a nice professional look. And even though it's a different slide, it looks like I'm adding the next bullet live, but I'm actually adding the next slide, which has the next bullet on it, okay? And here's another cool feature. You can hit the backspace in case you needed to redo one of the, if you wanted to go back, and again, just hit that as you're going forward. Okay, so I hope that helps, and be sure to subscribe so you get all the latest videos that are posted up here, and we'll see you on the next one.